Hello and welcome to UPSC History Optional. Today we are going to talk about Adiguru Shankaracharya and his famous philosophy of Advait Vedanta. Vedanta is the end of Vedas, which stands for Upanishads. Vedanta is nothing but Upanishads. The philosophies that ultimately concluded all the great theories that Vedas had. So Adiguru Shankaracharya gave the theory of Advait Vedanta. What does this Advait mean? Advait basically means that the soul and the God, the Atman and the Brahman, are basically not two different entities. It says that both are one and the same. The ultimate aim of the Atman is to dissolve itself into the larger Brahman. So this is the basic philosophy of Adiguru Shankaracharya. He also says that we perceive the reality around us to be the true reality, which according to him is false. He says that this Jagat is Maya and the only reality is Brahman. So the ultimate aim according to Adiguru Shankaracharya is to dissolve our Atma into the larger Brahma, and that is to attain the moksha. So basically the purpose behind all the contemplation and speculation according to Adiguru Shankaracharya is to attain the moksha and get free from the cycles of the birth and rebirth. So there is this famous term, Jagat Mithya, Brahma Satya. So this Jagat according to Adiguru Shankaracharya is a Mithya. So that's why he also gave the philosophy of Mayavad. So as you can see, I have given you multiple keywords: Mayavad, Jagat Satya, Jagat Mithya, Brahma Satya, the Atman and the Brahman, the attainment of moksha. So basically you have to use all these keywords in your exam. Now moving forward. Basically, as we can see, the Adiguru Shankaracharya propounded a Nirguna kind of bhakti, which basically brought him very close to Buddhism that was very much prevalent during the 8th and 9th century in the southern India particularly. So many people say that he was a disguised Buddhist. So he is also called Prachanna Buddha. So these are the keywords that you have to use in the exam: disguised Buddhist, Prachanna Buddha. So which means that ultimately he had no new message. He only put the old wine in a new bottle and tried to resell the Buddhism in a Vedantic packet basically. So in fact, Swami Vivekananda says about Adiguru Shankaracharya that people could not truly understand the message of Adiguru Shankaracharya, and instead of going towards Vedas, they became atheists. So it's quite ironic and funny also. So this is it about the Vivekananda. So you can use this quote also wherever we mention a question is asked on the Prachanna Buddha and the disguised Buddhist charge, or that is often leveled against Adiguru Shankaracharya. So what are the significances of the Adiguru Shankaracharya? One, he united India in terms of a spiritual messaging. He united India in terms of a literary and intellectual language, that was Sanskrit. He tried to unite India politically by establishing dhams at the four corners of India, as we know today: Dwarka, Badrinath, Puri and Rameshwaram. He also countered the larger progress of Buddhism in India, and he countered Buddhism and brought the Hinduism back to the center stage. That is another significance and another contribution that he laid. There are several limitations also. Number one, that he used Sanskrit language, so he could never reach to the vernaculars and the masses. He only remained a person of the elites. Number two, he could never become his ideas, because he died at a very early age, as you know, at 32. His ideas could never become very popular with the masses. In fact, one of the scholars say that role of Adiguru Shankaracharya during his times is often overstated. The scholar said, I'll tell you his name also. His name is Richard E. King. The scholar said that he only became popular after many centuries of his death, after the new scholars worked on him and so on. So this is another limitation of Adiguru Shankaracharya. And then the obvious limitation that he died at a very early age. So he could not attain a ripe and mature age. He died in 32 only. So another limitation that he could not fulfill his own cycle of the life. So this is majorly about him. It was a Nirgun he was a Nirgun kind of saint, and it was Advait Vedant. So when he started this Advait, then many others also came, like Dvait Vedant and so on, which we will discuss eventually. Thank you, stay tuned.